Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Naomba niwasalimie kwa jina la Muungano wa Tanzania. My presentation is about water supply in Zanzibar. We are going to see the current situation, the gaps we have at the moment, and the way forward for water supply in Zanzibar to be 100% sustained and to be developed for, you can say what that? 506G, 8G speed. My presentation will start with the following content, a little bit introduction. We'll see water source in Zanzibar, current situation in terms of water production, and also we are going to see a little bit on the strategic projects we have at the moment, challenges and the steps to be taken so to solve the challenges we have, and also efforts to improve water supply system in Zanzibar and the way forward, and lastly but not least, conclusion. Zanzibar Water Authority was established by the Water Act number 4 of 2006 as a follow-up to the recommendation of the Zanzibar National Water Policy of 2004. And this gave the authority the mandate to manage water resources and the provision of clean, reliable, and quality water services for all Zanzibarians. When I'm talking about Zanzibar, I'm talking about the two islands, that is Unguja and Pemba. And at the moment, Zanzibar, Unguja, and Pemba, the current census of 2022, we have about 1.9 population. And the water demand for that case, we take water demand liter per capita per day of 140 liter per capita per day, and we need about 264,568. It's 264,568,220 liters per day. For those who are new for these two islands, those are two big islands we have in Zanzibar, which is Zanzibar, Unguja, and Pemba, about 50, and also it has about 50 smaller islands. And the capital for these two islands is Zanzibar town. And as I say, the population is about 1.9 million, and the location is 5 to 6 degrees south of equator. Water source in Zanzibar. For Zanzibar, both islands, we are really using only underground water. For this underground water, we have about 3 sources. The first one is the natural springs, and boreholes and caves. And in order to get water out from the borehole, by using borehole, we have to drill boreholes to get water from the dug well. So currently we have 308 operational boreholes, 173 in Unguja and 135 in Pemba. And also we have 5 main springs, 2 in Unguja and 3 in Pemba. And also we have 3 main caves which are only in Unguja Island. Current situation of water production. As I said, we need water and we get it out from the underground water. So we have 5 regions in Unguja and Pemba, and from that table we have allocated each population from each regions, but also the demand per person per liter we said is a 140 liter per capita per day. So we give a water demand amount and also water production at the moment, and at the blend we put it in a percentage. For at the moment we are managing to offer service to about 143 million liters, 404 and 735. That is only 6% of the water out of the water demand of the population of Zanzibar. And we take this as a current census of 2022. But if we use our previous census we were about 68%, but now we have recently starting to use this new census of 2022. So for that case, in order to get enough water for all population of Zanzibar and Unguja Island, we have a strategic project. And at the moment, we have 2 main projects. The first one is Exim India project loan, and also we have IMF COVID-19 project, and also we have Zanzibar Water Security project sponsored by KfW. So most scope of this Exim project alone is amounted $92.18 million US. We are drilling boreholes, 64 boreholes, but also we have a transmission pipe about 25,235 in total, and also we have construction of new ground tanks, and also we have water meter installation, and also we have a very good building for the Maji House, that is Zanzibar Water Authority headquarters. So the implementation status of that project, we have already completed 100% drilling of 64 boreholes. So we are in 100%, and the estimation of the water production out of those 64 boreholes is around 7,000,000.3 or 0.4 liters per hour, which is going to make about 177,000,000.3 liters per day. In network distribution, at the moment, we have managed to complete 449.93 kilometers out of 466.9 kilometers. So we are 96% of the implementation of that project. And this is going to cover 36 shehia, that is what will be beneficiaries of this project. However, we have also, we can allow ourselves to extend a little bit further than those only 36 here. This is just for the focus of the project, but for the demand we have, we can extend those locations to offer more beneficiaries. We have tanks, 15 tanks, which all of them are in the percentage of implementation of 9% by average. And the tanks has a capacity of storage of 134 million liters. And the Maji House is at 90% of the implementation. So those are just to show the location of those boreholes and where the coverage of the scheme. So this project, 92.18, is divided into 3 main lots, but all those 3 main lots are also divided into 7 major schemes as shown in that map. So beneficiary of the EXIM India project, as I said, at the moment, that by using the census of 2012 was about 286,796,000, but we put an extension up to 2051, which is we are estimating about 1 million. But as I said, the capacity of those coming out, the water production coming out from that project, and also the capacity of the storage is big, is huge. So we can even use for other places and also can be benefited to other, more population than what we have estimated. We have another big project that is also a strategic project funded by MIF COVID-19 fund. This project, we are drilling 38 boreholes. And as I said, at the moment, you have completed 100% 38 drilling of new boreholes. And you have network distribution of 319 kilometers. At the moment, we have covered about 200 kilometers in both islands, Unguja and Pemba. But also, in percentage-wise, for the network construction is about 63%. But also, we have tank construction. We are constructing 10 big tanks. Each, it has a capacity of 1 million liters. In this tank, 5 are located in Unguja and 5 in Pemba. Also, we are constructing a new control houses for the keeping of our pump and wellhead of the boreholes. In this one, we have already completed 7%, and 26 Pemba and 26 Unguja, but the coverage of that construction is only 7%. Again, from that fund we get from IMF, we got about 34.2 billion Tanzanian shilling. We managed also to procure very important equipment used for the Zanzibar Water Authority. We bought 2 drilling trucks, that is rigs, so we have already received them, so we have it. One for Unguja is going to be used, and another one is going to be used in Pemba. And we bought a fusion machine which are used now, has started to be used for the connection of the pipes, 13, and also 11 small generators and also GPS, 2 GPS, and also we bought a new pumps from Grand Force, which are very good pumps, 123 pumps. And for this project, also we are developing 36 another old boreholes, which was drilled by the Raslehema project, and also we changed 49 boreholes, which they have a pump which are not very good in use at the moment, so we have also changed the 49 pumps. So beneficiaries of this IMF COVID-19 project, I can say, is all 5 regions in Unguja and Pemba. Some of them, they receive that the tanks, some of the region, they have networking, and so all beneficiaries are in 5 regions of Unguja and Pemba. So implementation of Zanzibar Water Security Project, KFW, this is another project. And this project is funded by the German Development Bank, that is KFW, and is a grant, 100%. And they started with the assessment of groundwater resources for Unguja and Pemba. The study is going on, but is about to be completed. We're expecting to receive we have already received the 2 initial results, but also we're expecting to get the final result of this feasibility study in October. So the guiding consulting engineer from Germany continue to carry out feasibility study, and after completion of this feasibility study, we are also going to develop new water supply infrastructure in the Pemba Island. And this money is already, I said, funded, is already approved by KFW, by Germany, by the government of Germany, is about euro 25 million. So feasibility study, as I said, is now going on. This is just a preliminary result, so there's no to go there, but it gives the highlight to show the water demand currently and even at 2050. So it is alarming that the water supply demand is increasing, but it is not only for the domestic use, but also the irrigation is also developing. I think I can say it very, very, very well. So we have also to take care of this. From the first presenter, he started this morning, he gave an alert, but also we have to take this as an alert also, because the users are now coming on up and up. So this is just to show the water demand. So we have challenges. Zanzibar Water Authority has many challenges. The first challenge we have identified is a direct pumping of water system we have at the moment. So that's why now we are, our aim and how to improve direct pumping from the borehole to the community. It gives a little bit, is not a very good, is not good practice, because sometimes the electricity is on, sometimes the electricity is off, so the community will not get water once the switch of electricity is off. But also we have a lack of a workforce to protect the water sources that we have already also mentioned even by His Excellency today. And the weak of chlorine treatment, some of the places, presence of salinity in some places, few customer, some meters are not working, when you have very few water meters at the moment for the domestic users, and also insufficient income, lack of funds to cover operation costs. So also there is the leakages of, I can say, non-revenue water, especially for those old network, which is sometimes we find illegal connection of water and lack of network in the GS system. So those just a few challenges. But if we have a challenge, we have to think about how to tackle those challenges. For example, high operation cost about 600 million Tanzanian shilling per month for electricity only, for operating the pumps of those number of boreholes I presented. So in that case, we are thinking of using another alternative of getting energy. So we are in that stage of negotiation with some solar installation company, which we are thinking about to move from using 100% in electricity running of boreholes, but also to go to the solar system or another source of electricity of the power fluctuation. As I said, to install electrical components with the protect pump as a stabilizer, non-revenue water. In this case, we are in the process of installing smart meters to introduce also integrated water management system, so we can see easily when the leakages occur and we can treat it immediately. But also we have all the water network. In this case, we're thinking of replacing, and we have started to replace all the water network into a new one. Insufficient of water storage tank. That's why now we are putting ahead the idea of constructing efficient water storage tanks into different areas in Unguja and Pemba. Less responsive to pay for water services, so we have to continue to encourage the people to pay water services. Insufficient professional and experts, we have also to continue to recruit for the required professional in the sector. Therefore, there is an effort to make sure that we have our developing partners, but also we have also the new projects to come. UNICEF is here, our friend, and is a very good partner to us. So UNICEF I can say, is one of our developing partner. He assisted us in a grant format. So in registration, now we are in the project of completion of registration or identification of individuals' wells and also water quality monitoring and control. So we thank you very much, UNICEF, for this very good initiative and support to us. And also we have KFW. KFW, as I said, we received that fund only for the for feasibility study, and as I said, another fund is already allocated for the strengthening water infrastructure in Pemba Island. But also we have JICA. This is a loan for strengthening water infrastructure in Unguja, and also EXIM in their project, another coming up, that is USD 35 million, that is a soft loan to strengthen the water infrastructure in Unguja and Pemba. So those are the efforts going on. But also identification, registration, private well project, this is by UNICEF, as I said. We have completed to identify, but we are going also to monitor those who are using private boreholes as well. So this is another part. So the way forward, we have those challenges, we have the gaps, but we have also the way forward. How can we go to monitor? So the first one is to use integrated water service management system by using IT technology now. So this, it will assist us to know the domestic users, the quantity of water using by the domestic users, but also we'll see where the leakage is. We can change, we can integrate that system to manage our water supply system in Zanzibar effectively. So we have started that one, we have developed it already. Now we are just putting some features where we need them. So also to increase the capacity building to ZAWA staff, we have started this one to give training to our staff. So also regular inspection and maintenance of infrastructure, we have started this one. For example, and recently we have inspected about 49 boreholes to check the pumps, to clean them pumps, and also return them to the borehole. So this is another initiative. So to have a regular maintenance. So another issue is the construction of new water scheme and to deliver clean and safe water service to all citizens of Zanzibar. Water production, that is after completion of those two main projects. Of EXIM project, but also of COVID-19 IMPAD. So this one, we can see that at the moment, we have a borehole 64 from EXIM and 38 from the COVID-19, but also we have 300 in the existing project, a borehole 308. You can see at the existing boreholes we have at the moment, we have only managed to have a 143,404. But after completion of 64 boreholes, we are going to receive 177 million. And also from the boreholes from COVID is 24 million. So together we are going to have 345 liters, million point 34 liters per day. So that is, I can say, is a massive improvement. So water storage tank, at the moment we have only 64 tanks, but are small. the capacity is only to have 46.9 million, but after completion of these two projects, we are going to increase another 144 million. So together we are going to have a storage capacity of 190 million point 9 of storage. So when I'm talking about scheme, is there something like that? For this case, we have boreholes, enough number of boreholes. From that boreholes, we have to put water in the storage tank and to put chlorination to clean the water, and also to put in a very elevated storage tank and to release water by gravity to go to the community. So when we are talking about scheme, it's something like that which is really needed in Zanzibar, and this is only the solution of developing water supply system in Zanzibar. So this is a future water supply scheme to be developed in Unguja, and also this is the future water supply scheme to be developed in Pemba. So for that case, we are looking forward for funds and supports from you to completely develop our new schemes of water supply to all communities in Zanzibar by 100% of service delivery. Thank you very much for kunisikiliza. Asanteni sana. Asante.